you have been working with different enterprises, consulting them on their DevOps journey. Now, when we say DevOps, right? So I think DevOps is the most kind of, it can mean anything for anybody, right? I think, and nowadays it's a culture, everything we call it as a DevOps, right? Anything, everything which a developer don't want to do, it turns out DevOps comes into the DevOps domain. Now, how do you see when you talk to these enterprises? Where do you see how you start that transformation on the DevOps side? Right? So it's about people, process, technology, right? So that's all three our mindset and speakers talk about that. Can you touch upon those aspects? That what's the situation on the ground and how do you start with them? How do you make sure that they start their journey right now?
So I think you've touched upon a very key area of change management when it comes to shifting the gears. I call it. Now, shifting the gears with the way the technology is changing, with the way the customer demands are changing today, with the way the entire space of innovations, transformations are happening. What is also necessary today is your way of working changes. And that's where DevOps really plays a critical role, because no more it's about the product. Gone are the days when we used to say that, look at my product, it has 100 odd features and the customer doesn't really care about it. What today they care about is, are you solving my need today? The problem that I'm having today, are you able to solve it? So what we are seeing slowly is, you're moving from a development to a delivery cycle, development or a product or a services cycle. So it's about servitization, it's about delivering value, it's about giving continuous stream of value so that the customer, stays along with you. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into a deep technical side of it, but more from a business side of it. This is how the world is changing. So if you have to deliver, sustain, keep the value stream going on, what is important is your entire engineering value stream or the operations value stream work together. Otherwise, we are talking two sides of the business. I'm good at delivering product, you go and better do the job when it comes to fixing defects. I think that's not how it's going to work. And that's where DevOps plays a critical role, because it's about, as rightly said, it's a cultural shift, it's a mindset shift. That's not going to happen in a day. And there are challenges. There are challenges with respect to the complexities of the businesses. There are challenges with respect to today the customers are engaging vendors, right? Gone are the days where it used to be, you must single preferred vendor. No, it's not going to happen. We are talking about multi-scaled vendor arrangement where I know this vendor is good, X is good in that, Y is good in that, Z is good in that, and I want to work with all of them. So it's about creating that open innovation ecosystem. If you have to sustain over there, then it really becomes very important to bring in that mind shift, to bring in that cultural shift within your organization. Obviously, through implementation, adoption of practices, to a better tool stack integration. Otherwise, things are going to be different.
So that's correct, right? And we have seen like a lot of enterprises when they start, right? Either some of them has nothing. Now, how do you see culture is one part? How can they start it on the ground? Or let's say certain organizations, I think I have seen that they use Jenkins, their builds are automated and they say that we are doing DevOps. Now, how to kind of work with them and see that what's next, right?
Yeah, see, if you see it this way, I think because I also come from that advisory piece and we have been trying to tell people, more of that mindset of you have tools. Tools being isolated is as good as you have a lot of hosts in your organization not even talking to each other. See, the idea is, do we have that value stream? And I again go and talk to my customers, or whenever I speak to my customers, what is the value chain that you're trying to build? Have you understood your value chains? If you have not understood, possibly then we are in the wrong set of the business that we are doing, right? Now, if you have to understand value chain, and as rightly you said, right, I have Jira. There is a business and analyst community. They are really crazy, very happy about what they do, whatever stuff they do in Jira. Then there is another community which is the developers community. We are very good in GitHub. We are very good in, let's say, Bitbucket or any other tool that we use. There is a testers community. There is a deployment community, Jenkins and all. But unless these tools are talking to each other, unless there is a process of interaction, a process of communication, unless there is a process which says that, okay, fine, if I'm lagging the process by this much, my deployment is going to get delayed by this much, because end of the day we are talking about a deployment business. We are talking about the deployment and the development has to happen at the same pace, right? Unless that is not taken care of, and that can only happen through tool integration, that can only happen through seeing how the value stream is getting created. Unless that is happening, I think then the journey is incomplete, because then we are good tool experts for the tool that we are looking, as a process, as a value stream we have failed.